Hi, and welcome to Disco Elysium Part 21. Part 21, not Part 20. 20 was last time. We're here back at the Whirling in Rags. I keep forgetting if it's Whirling A Rags or Whirling in Rags. Probably Whirling in Rags. And it's almost 11 in the evening, so we're gonna go to bed. Holding our crowbar and our plastic bag. Because tomorrow, hopefully Kim is gonna be here.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Yes, and this is the last night we're gonna spend here, because we now have a free room back in the abandoned fishing village, where we're gonna sleep from now on. Because it's free! And we got it for free.
It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
What feels like weeks of work. We've been at this for 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's now gonna be Thursday. We might be sleeping?
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Seems we're never gonna get a night's actual rest, are we?
Recorded in you forever on ferrotape.
Spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
I mean, I think we've all been there at some point. We're going down trying to sleep and our brain is just... it just keeps repeating things you've done. Or maybe, if it's really evil, that night, it keeps bringing up past experiences that you're kind of either guilty of or ashamed of. Lord knows I have quite a few of those. And it just won't let you get to sleep, will it? Until you lie there for what feels like hours, and sometimes it is literal hours. Until you just pass out from exhaustion, or if you're really unlucky, you lie there and then the alarm goes off and it's time to go up. But right now we are spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again, Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes.
Meaningless? Well, some might be sentimental, but that is also in big picture, even sentimental things are actually kind of meaningless.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
We are recalling things. Somehow we managed to recall a very long phone number last time. We dialed quite a few random numbers just for the heck of it, and it was only like 10 cents. Until we dialed another continent, I guess? Quite a few hours ahead of us. To someone named Dora. So now we probably know the name of the mystery woman because she sure knew us. Harry, is that you? Yes, it was. But what if I want to be the agent of nothing?
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running. And for what?
I refuse to give up. Thus, we re-emerged.
For the greater good.
Yes, for the greater good. Thank you.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Well, you know, we are making progress. Measured, steady progress.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
Or like it says here, the world that's changing him. Changing him or changing around him. It's two completely different things. So which one are we going with? Are we being changed? Or are we standing still and the world is changing?
He's got no idea what he's in for.
I'm just gonna feel the pillow under my cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Of course.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Solve the world. Now that's a big puzzle worth solving. Will we ever do it? I guess the future will see. Well, the future will show us. The future won't see, but the future will show us. We will see in the future. What kind of dark thoughts do we have waking up this morning?
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
And that would be?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
You don't say. Things are not quite in hand around here. This whole place is a freaking powder keg about to go off. There's the strike. There's the mercenary acting like a scab leader and trying to rile the people up. There's Evrar embezzling things. There would be the Hardy Boys trying to make a woman trying to make a woman confess to being raped even though she herself claims she wasn't, and then it turns out that, yeah, maybe that didn't happen. Probably didn't happen. I'm still not sure where we are on that. We are looking for the 8th Hardy Boy though. The drug dealer Ruby on the other side of the canal. There's the whole shooter thing that could have been from the balcony or maybe from a sniper nest on the other side of the canal, which we're also gonna... It's a whole mess. Nothing is quite in hand around here, Empathy. You are completely correct.
An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next?
I felt that sarcasm, Logic. I felt it in my bones.
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Actually, I thought things were going pretty well. We were doing strides forward. Small strides, but still strides. I thought we were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks.
Thank you for acknowledging that, at least.
But who's focusing on the big questions?
That's above our pay grade? Yeah, this really doesn't sound like my job.
Open your eyes. Stop getting distracted by details. It's time you started focusing on what really matters.
Focusing with 2 S's. No. What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. At least for the murder case. Yeah, I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly.
I gotta think about it narrowly because we're kind of having a major hangover still from both booze and drugs. We gotta take it one small step at a time.
La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
Okay, but what exactly is it?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
Yeah, a lot of people want power, but they don't want to be responsible for what they do with said power. Right, give it to me. I'll accept the responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
More bureaucracy, huh? I hate bureaucracy, but sure.
Like a committee.
Not committees. Committees do nothing. They just sit and talk, and then they decide to talk some more, and then they assign people to talk about things that are kinda related, but still not, and then they wait for those reports while they talk, and then they talk about those reports, and then they say that they have talked it through, and they need to talk about it some more before they decide to do anything. And when they decide to do anything about it, they talk about it. Do we really have time for all this? I don't like committees.
There's always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of?
I mean, sure, you gotta think before you do, but committees and stuff like that, no, they're just there for people to, earn money while they do nothing and don't accept responsibility for the things they eventually end up doing, and said that, oh, we never saw this coming, even though we talked about it for 3 years before even taking half a step towards what we said we were going to do.
Swift, decisive action.
Yeah, talk a bit, do actions, own up to the responsibility. If things don't fall out exactly as planned, try to learn from it and do better. We gotta have some more action. Less talk, more action. Just don't remove all the talking, just a lot of it.
A little self-dealing. Fun stuff. That's what they're capable of.
And who should sit on this committee of ours?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez.
If you say ever empathy, I swear to...
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
Oh, Kim, you say? Yeah, Kim is kind of a good medium there. He does talk a bit, but then he actually prompts us to actually do things too. So yeah, maybe, yes.
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
Expertise on Harry, us, and wisdom on Kim, from Kim. So what happens once we have assigned la responsabilité?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors.
Who will look at it, read through it, maybe talk about it, then shove it in a drawer, and it will never see the light of day again. Until 15 years later, when someone stumbles upon it by accident and see, hey, look at this thing we started 15 years ago. Should we talk about it some more?
Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee.
Yeah, talking. That's what I said. They all talk. Action is needed. Less talky, more action.
Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
You know what? No.
This is a grave abdication of la responsabilité. A note will be appended to your personnel file.
Yes, but too much talking. I don't like too much talking. Also, sorry, I have decided for myself that whenever I get a point, I need to use it immediately. I have been kind of said this before. I've been saving points in case I need it for future interactions and stuff, but sure, we're freaking 21 episodes in. And I decide to do this now, but it feels too much like gaming the game, gaming the system. So, I do have a point. I have a skill point. What do I want to use it on? Do I want another thought? Or do I just want to beef up one of my stats? I have -1 in suggestion. Maybe I should actually put 1 point in suggestion. We have -1 because we have the Wompty-Dumpty-Dom Center, which gives me -2 suggestion because I'm a pretentious wanker. Because we're artsy. We are gonna get a lot of experience and money though, because holy shit, our encyclopedia likes to talk. We're also kind of specialized in it. I think that's what the crown signifies. So do I want a thought? Regular law official. White morning. Date of birth generator. Do we really need to do this? The 15th Indo tribe is something we got a long time ago. When we talked with Joyce the first time, I think. Or do I just want to do stats? Without looking at the map and what I actually need to retry white checks. What about we go with things I actually, the kind of people I like here. Esprit de corps is kind of nice to be more copy. Maybe some reaction speed so I can give people more one-liners. Or just beef up suggestion. Because what was this? With low levels, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone both during the day and at night. I feel like this would better be served by maybe finding a thought somewhere that might actually give plus in suggestion, but the problem is, no idea which thought would give that. Bonuses from thought, yeah. Also have from items, -1 from items. Huh. Which one would that be? my shirts. Maybe we get rid of this one. How much do I have in conceptualization? 5. I can get rid of the shirt. So at least I'll... Going at it Varric style, showing off our chest hair. Oh, Varric. Varric. They slaughtered you in the last trailer, didn't they? I am kind of worried about the Veil Guard, not Red Wolf. Whatever. So we can either get +1 physical instrument or just some more drama. We have enough drama. Let's get some physical instrument up in here. That didn't help. But at least our tie is underneath our tank top? Sure. What does our tie do? +1 Inland Empire. +2 drama. No. Alright. So our suggestion is... It's neutral. Let's do a thought. Thoughts are fun. Ooh, I've already unlocked this one, I think. Yes, I have. Okay. So I can do a thought and a stat. Which means I must have unlocked this one before. And then done the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Where I thought I didn't unlock one of these. Okay. So, regular law official. Got a bit of the normal in you, a touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all the cops. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind and forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy. Internalize it. Get a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind. What was White Morning? You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling, although now we actually know our name. Harrier. Or Harry. And look, he moves! The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend. A bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Don't know what the solution is. Or the Indo tribe. Now let's do the White Morning. And then, since we have another point... Authority, maybe? He's been pretty cool so far. I do kind of need more composure. Because I just need more composure. Or interfacing, or perception. Perception's pretty nice. Or reaction speed. The reaction speed is the agility of your body and mind. It is instinct. It enables you to dodge punches, knives, bullets. Also sucker punches of the verbal kind. You will be more streetwise, never lost for words or lacking a witty comeback. Your mental alacrity lets you connect the little details on the fly, working in tandem with your intellect skills. Oh. That's pretty nice, because my intellect skills are pretty high. At high levels, reaction speed makes your twitch reflex freakishly good. However, when your body acts before your mind, innocent situations can turn bad fast. You're high-strung, overly alert. At low levels, though, you won't be the one shooting first, which probably means you won't be shooting at all. This is good for shot dodgers, thinkers on their feet, and pinball heads. Yeah, thinker on their feet. That sounds like something a cop needs to be doing. So. here we are. Is Kim here now? I'm hoping Kim is back. Because we have things to talk about. Ah, Kim! I've missed you, buddy. Good morning. Oh, Kim. I have done so many things. I found my motor carriage. I found my police badge. You probably won't be very impressed with where I found it. Found some new clothes. I found one lead on our murder. We still have the bullet. We need to go back and talk to the woman who gave us the free room. We've also been roped into clearing out a church to start a dance club. I also have a grouse for Gart.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffed grouse.
What is this thing?
The man takes the stuffed bird. We can go with the coq carouseliers, you know, to tie back to the waitress. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Thank you. I don't know why everything went black, but sure.
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess.
I see.
So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
Ah, that's why, because it changed the bed.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Yeah, and yeah, taxidermy is kind of creepy. I think so. I mean, I had a pet. I had a cat. She passed away. I wouldn't want her to be taxidermied and stuffed up and displayed in my home as a constant freaking reminder. That's creepy to stuff up something you love like that. Yeah.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
I've missed you, Kim. Also, if you like taxidermy, good for you. It's just definitely not for me.
It's not actually about that, but he likes it.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm not gonna give you any more money. I have a room of my own. Kim, we need to get out of here and then talk. But it's too late because this is already gonna get copyright claimed because of this music, as usual. But I just want to go outside and talk to Kim, you know? Also, I need to use his car to talk. To get the armor number thing. We also need to go back to Shitstain over here. Because he lied to us about the armor. And Gary, Morel's friend, I'm pretty sure he's wearing a piece of armor. We need something for that. Yeah, get boots off victims' feet. That's not gonna happen. Sync the signs with Noid. Yeah. Get 2 signatures for Everard. We basically told them, don't do this. We also need to inspect the traps. Map. Yeah, we have that one. We have that one. See, I need more drama. It seems. Whoa. Fine, I'll scroll down. There we go. I need composure. The crypto-fascist. He's over there. We need composure to try and see that he's actually wearing the armor. Lillian the netpicker. Suggestion. Heroic. Andre? Who the hell were you? Ah, right. Logic Godly. The nightclub guy. We're through the warded door, so we don't need this one. We're not gonna steal. And never gonna talk to you ever again, if I can help it. Yes. Kim, let's talk.
Yes?
Nothing. Let's not talk, I guess. Fuck the world? Who are you? Why are you standing there?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
Yep.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
I am ready.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09.
Neonatal care unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
In a leaf compactor? That sounds unusually cruel.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict.
At least he was honorably discharged?
Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Yeah, let's go back there. He was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
So whoever left him in there wanted him to be squished into a baby meat cube? Ugh.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
So any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. So all we have to connect him to Crenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
She sounds pleased. Well, we have his name and service record now.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Cortenaer.
He says to himself.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Nope, I'm done with the radio for now. End call.
57th, over and out.
And her voice disappears once again into the
In the
void.
cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Yeah, close the door. We don't need to be here anymore. We did, however, level up. Which means we gotta put a point. Like I said, I was thinking about composure before, so we do that again. Also, who the hell are you people? What are you doing here? What are you doing by Kim's car? Leave Kim's car alone.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with Pissfliegt written on his back. It's actually crossed out on his back. But we all know what it's supposed to say.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world." Well, there's gonna be a lot of there's a lot of people in it. Unless you wanna actually fuck the world, then just dig a hole small enough for your wiener and go to town.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Dudes?
Yeah, tribal shit.
He
A
agrees.
cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
What's your obsession with skulls?
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Yo, who the hell are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Your buddy's jacket kinda tells another story, though.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
One who doesn't get around here too much.
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmertne? Nye? His voice rings with excitement.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
Experience and money. Thank you, Encyclopedia. I look forward to you popping up every time now. That little jingle of coins, so satisfying. I don't know where we get the money from. It's kind of conjured out of thin air, but hey, let's just go with it.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Mm-hmm.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
I see.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
Yeah, I guess cops would be kind of become desensitized to violence if they saw it enough. Especially in this universe where everything has gone to shit.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? Do we know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing. Who the hell is Cindy?
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Is that a person I've forgotten about? Who the hell is Cindy? Cindy. I kind of got a flash of a blonde woman, but that might be from something else. Whatever. I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
So, who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
I guess you're right. I am pretty old.
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
I'm not that old. I'm old, but not that old. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
I think we kind of heard that from the Hardy Boys too. They keep the lowest of the low out. They've taken over the drug trade and made it better? Among other things.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Exactly.
Don't you worry about that. we're gonna make up for the deficit.
Do I need to go talk to the Hardy Boys about you?
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would even accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Yeah, you've been pretty cooperative and not psycho and vicious so far.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've seen many voids. Seen quite a few voids so far.
Throw him off his game.
Are you sure a skull would say that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say, but we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls brand in any way. On the contrary, we're just here to market it.
So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls?
Hey, we can be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby.
Alright, enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a longing glance at the kinema. So what's with the jackets?
What about them?
Yeah, why does your jacket have piss faggot written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Okay, you do you, buddy.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
What? Okay, how hard have you sniffed your own frickin' farts, dude?
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Well, the world is inherently meaningless because everything is going to end eventually, but we can still make the most of it while we're here. Try and make both our lives and others' lives just a touch better. Even if it's still all meaningless in the end.
Though he seemed lacking in vocabulary, it seems that the young man has expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
I got some money. Okay, turn to the dark-haired youth then. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
Do actually kind of agree with that. There is no the one when it comes to love. It's just you find someone, you love them, and then you kind of grow attached to them, grow used to them, so it's not you sure you love them, sure, but there's no one love, one soulmate or anything for everyone. You can fall in love so many times with so many people, so often at the same times. At the same time. So there's no the one. There is the one you choose. But there's no the one meant divinely meant for you, universally made for you, from a universe. No, there's no such thing. I'm gonna shut up now.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
Who knows?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
You've damaged the ecosystem. That is not a terrible metaphor. Blow it up!
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Hey, if you wanna fuck around, you do you. Just don't be surprised if you end up completely alone in your old age. But hey, maybe you'll find others who like to fuck around, and you can all go fuck around even in your old age. Who am I to judge? I don't. You do you, like I said, as long as you don't hurt other people.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
You're kind of stuck in very teen thoughts, aren't you? You're too focused on fucking around and fucking everything and fucking the world. You need to stop thinking with your dick, dude.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
No, he doesn't.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Yeah, definitely a coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
Wait, I can ask for the jackets? Sure. Ask for the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant.
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both. Just ask them, maybe.
I mean, I like the whole rolling a dice thing and white chicks being able to be retried and red chicks being able to... Well, not being able to retry, but I feel that on red chicks, snake eyes and double sixes shouldn't be allowed to exist. They should just be... You shouldn't have a chance to fail on a check you can never retry again. Have a chance to inherently fail, not even based on your stats or anything. I don't like that part. Gentlemen, I need your jackets, your boots, and your motorcycles.
Why?
Look at the shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
There's a spark of sympathy in the youth's eyes.
You didn't say that.
My clothes make me sad. I need to fun it up.
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform.
Please?
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
Okay, so I failed the check, but I still got a jacket, okay?
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy.
At least he won't be running around the city with a jacket that says piss faggot. Because everything else is crossed out on it.
Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. I thought that would completely fail.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
Yeah, what about being a skull? Are you gonna lean back on your daddy lawyer? When you become a skull and you stab people?
No, he won't.
No, I won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Wait, world fucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. cites law and does dishes.
Ah, so you're one of those rich posh boys who likes to play dangerous.
You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Uh-huh.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
You know, Kim, fuck it, we don't need the other one. You said that you're more of a piss-fit kind of guy, so I got the jacket for you. He didn't say that.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
But don't you want to express your individuality? Why not? You could raise hell and go undercover. Hard.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Still, it's good to know that we have it, should the need arise.
The need will not arise.
But if it should...
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Says the guy with the daddy lawyer.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to become a skull. Okay, so we got a jacket. +1 drama, -1 authority. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my commander's jacket. Thank you very much. But we have it. We're also gonna... I think we're done there. Yeah, we're actually gonna run down back. Because there's a trap around here somewhere that we need to check. There's supposed to be a trap around here somewhere. Near the canal you crossed at southeast of the village, so maybe it's on this side of them. There's the trap. Come on, Kim, we're running. We are run. Ooh, I never went this way.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Let's look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
So we have one more to find.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Well, you weren't here for the other ones, Kim, but... Fine, we'll let this slide. I guess they couldn't... I mean, I guess they could have if they really wanted to record voice lines for if he wasn't there for the other traps, but let's just pretend that we told Kim about everything that happened yesterday. From the point he took the corpse and shuffled away with it, or drove away with it. Everything that happened from then until we went to sleep, let's pretend we told Kim about everything. We told Kim about everything? Good. Oh, bummer it wasn't in here.
I'm just glad we haven't found some poor cat trapped in one of these.
Good point. Look around.
The reeds bend. The
Same thing.
constant, distant.
We live. Yes, it would be very terrible. Oh, but that means we're not gonna get any sort of comment about us finding the car, eh? Yeah, I guess not. So, before we move on, gonna go to the lady, the fish lady. Also want to go to the church. I want to see what's in the church. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire, so we can get in there. Why is this blue? Why is that blue? Get some magnesium for morale, good. I need more morale stuff. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry. Someone's scribbled an inverted star on it. It's like the point down. So why? But hey, Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. +1 empathy. -1 logic. What do my current ones give? +1 visual calculus and -1 drama. But I like logic. I'm not gonna use that one, because I like logic. Can't go here. There is, however, a hole in the fence where we can find another swing set. Okay. The swing is missing. No one has been here for a long time, so they won't mind if I steal their money. Don't know why I need the money, but hey. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Ooh, more money? And a barrel? Is that supposed to simulate wind, or? What's underneath this tarp? Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Oh, music collection, you say? Tape smallest church in Sansan. Sansan. Okay. Weren't we looking for a sad tape to be able to sing karaoke? The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A side has smallest church in Sansan written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Sure, let's listen to the smallest church in that word, which I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of several times.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Yeah, keep the porter reel at the harmless distance and wait. No need to make our tinnitus even worse.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in.
I'm guessing when you say echoing in the hallway, I guess you mean echoing in the hallway where the recording was made, because there's no hallway here.
Telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Sansons. Okay. We needed a sad tune for karaoke.
Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it. A click. Then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Now, could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this for karaoke.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times.
I have songs I've listened to 1,000,000 times and still don't know all the lyrics to it.
Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses.
Thank you for the money.
And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
Gart. What? What obstacle? Probably Gart.
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
I mean, we have paid our debts. We have paid for every night we have slept there. We did give him the stuffed grouse? Stuffed bird. So maybe he will actually let us sing.
The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
course he doesn't. Because that's the kind of guy Kim is. Just a nice guy, doesn't say anything. Up.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
So what happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a bloc obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
Why the hell would you want a house in a place like that? Because you know everything is just gonna get broken into or vandalized or graffitoed on everywhere, so why would you?
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
Ah, so this part of the coast is a bloc obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
No, sure isn't. No sewage? Well, I spent some summers in houses that had no sewage, but you just had to go to the outhouse. I am so very glad we advanced our civilization enough that we can just go to the toilet and throw all our shit away, literally, there. But no power lines, though. And I know this kind of sounds bad, but no internet? I mean, I grew up without internet. There was no internet when I grew up. That started to come around when I was in my teens. But I can't imagine a life without it right now. No, everything is too entwined with the internet. Everything is just too damn connected. Huh. Well, at least they left some old music behind, you know?
Yes, and you picked it up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
He gives you a wary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
I get it.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. No place to hide. And besides, it's too close to Martinez.
Yes, it is. But we're gonna run back because there was a yellow thought somewhere there as well. Not just a purple thought, but a yellow thought. It's right about here. Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos come from above. Now we can run back. So, yes. Go back to the fisherwoman. And then, I guess we're going into the church. Because we do have the key to the church now. So we don't have to break in. Oh, did I open this? I think I did. It feels like I did. I didn't. I was thinking I was gonna go back here. But I got distracted by the whole... I got distracted by a lot of things. The cryptozoologist, the guy with the history lesson and his boy, the firing line people, the guys with the nightclub ideas. It's so easy to get distracted by just about anything here. Excuse me, I found a bullet in the house you're letting me sleep in. Can you tell me about that, please?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
First though, do you know anything about a lost jacket?
What do you want with a lost jacket?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
There's honor in retrieving lost things.
Aye. Laundry fetchers are some of the most honorable people I know.
Her smile gleams like a freshly honed knife.
Are you getting a reward for it at least?
No.
What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Do you not have anything better to do?
I mean, I'm running around the place anyway. Might as well look for the laundry while I'm at it. It doesn't hurt anyone.
In fact, he does.
The lieutenant glances at his watch.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things.
Speaking of lost things, why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly. Uh-huh.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod and then turns back to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
So you rented the room out to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
So you have. So it's not the first time then. She's stayed here several times. But when was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
Her wrinkled hand needs a blue rag in the water.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
The lieutenant takes out his familiar blue notebook. So, you said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Yeah, Kim, she must have heard your kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
But his voice is tinged with pride. Okay, is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else in there?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The truth, sire.
I see. What is she like, this Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Understandable.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? She was silent and kept to herself, but what do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Alright, I see. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff or something similar?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand, and water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Oh, I will be. I was about to say I am, but I will be.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Yeah, she may have. So, why do you think she left the bullet there? How the hell would she know?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking. Alright, so do you have any idea where she went?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
North, towards the church or probably, perhaps beyond.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
Or Joyce gave her a ride on her boat, or there was an escape boat already there. No, she probably would not have swam away. It's a bit too cold to go out swimming, I believe.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
She says this without malice at all.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Well, further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Ooh. Sure. The electric mural. Goodbye, I'm off.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder as the snowing stops. Okay.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
Yeah, sure, we'll go easy on her as long as she doesn't do anything untoward, anything bad. We'll go easy on her, yes.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Sure, she's just a ringleader for the drug traffic trade, but sure, she's a good girl. Well, let's go talk to Lillian then about the laundry. Joyce is still here because she's keeping tabs on us. I would too.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
Yeah, what is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
But maybe the sea doesn't want to give away its bounty. And thus the waves. I know waves are not because of that, but you know, one can pretend.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Alright, we could ask her out on a date. But I think we need to look around the peninsula a little bit more. Yeah, explore the coast. We need to find a good spot, and then we're gonna ask her out on a date. Because we can. Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core.
A smile lights up her face.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
I mean, I'm just trying to help out a stranger in need.
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business.
A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market fails to account for.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
Okay. You know, that's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
Are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
That's a really odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Yeah, but funerals are kind of things we hold for things with souls because it's anchored in the whole believing in the afterlife kind of thing, and where the soul is gonna be ushered into a new living. I don't think motor carriages have souls, so.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
All right. In, I guess. Score some bonus points for a possible future date. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
Sea burial. Just shove it into the sea. Who to invite? Just put a poster and say, oh, we're gonna hold a funeral for a car. Free booze and food, and everyone will come. What music to play? The smallest church of Saint-Saëns? Probably butchered that again.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Sure.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
The lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. Alright. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example?
Yes, we're doing that too. We're also gonna investigate a church for a possible nightclub.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
Ooh, he did he? Yeah, I think we're kind of done. We don't want her to sign it. I don't trust Evrar. I really don't want her to sign that. So, around the fish market, eh? I forgot to go talk to Shitstain. It's fine. I don't really like talking to him anyway. So we did lower a bridge so we can get back to the guys in the tent. But we did also get the key to the church here. So we can easily go in. I mean...
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
We are technically moving further up the coast, so Kim should be happy. Also, they think there are people in here, and they locked them in and have had them locked in for about a week? This place is gonna stink if there are people in here. Open the padlock with a key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
The lieutenant nods at you. Pull on the doors.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
Oh. Hello. Where are we? Also, that's just smashed up. That's kind of an ominous droning. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Alright, we will walk. Ooh. I saw clothes. Shoes. Kind of fitting music for a church. Very pretty vocals. But it's just those over and over again, yeah? Still very, very pretty to listen to. I found a slight measure of inner peace. So we'll walk around here. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Oh, it changed. And then it went back, okay. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Arc beetles? No, it looks intentional, some long forgotten style. Ooh. Oh. Would this be the things that... No, these are the things. Cables into freaking water? The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Aha. Aha. I saw that.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
I guess we're gonna yell as loud as we can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
We couldn't even hear me.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
A very cool engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Whatever it is definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
I guess we try and see beyond the shadows.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
That's what the other guy was talking about. Noid, I think it was. On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Probably a trick of the light, right?
It's climbing. Climbing down, holding on the beams.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
Blink. Don't blink. Don't blink.
You
Hi.
see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Hello. Who are you? Tiago? I guess we'll find out who that is, or what that is, next time, leaving this here. Thank you very much for stopping by, I appreciate it. Please take care of yourself, be kind to others and to yourself, and I'll see you anon.